Good morning. Before we start proceedings, I would request you to stand for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all. I would now request Mr. Anil Baijal, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, and Dr. Rajiv Lal to light the lamp and then take their place on the dais. Thank you all for being here. On behalf of the Board of Directors and Management of IDFC Bank, I would like to welcome you all to the listing ceremony. Today, as we list IDFC Bank, we thank the Bombay Stock Exchange for their support and all our valued shareholders, investors, and clients for partnering with us over the years. I would now like to play a short audio visual that showcases IDFC's journey over the years to becoming a bank. I would now request Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, Managing Director and CEO, Bombay Stock Exchange, to make an opening address.
Dr. Rajiv Lal, Shri Anil Baijal, all dignitaries present here, a very good morning to all of you for the listing ceremony of IDFC Bank Limited. Most of you present here are aware that BSE was established in 1875, and this year, on 9th of July, our great institution has successfully completed 140 years since its existence. We are in the process of celebrating this momentous achievement, and each time a company gets listed on the boards, we narrate the proud lineage that we have behind us, a matter of sheer pride and honor for all of us associated with BSE. My heartiest congratulations to Dr. Rajiv Lal, Shri Anil Baijal, and everyone present here on this joyous occasion of the listing of IDFC Bank Limited. Started under a banyan tree, BSE has been a catalyst for wealth creation and a pioneer in promoting an investment culture among Indians and boasts of several achievements that dots its journey. BSE has helped India create wealth of close to rupees 100 lakh crore, making it among the top 10 exchanges in the world by market capitalization. BSE is also the largest exchange in the world by number of stocks listed. Recently, BSE has embarked on the enviable position of becoming the fastest exchange in the world with a speed of 6 microseconds. In 1 second, there are 1 million microseconds, and we give you a response at 1,60,000th of a second. BSE ranks the first in the world in terms of currency options and number of listed companies, third in terms of number of currency futures, and fourth in terms of number of index options traded. RBI granted an in-principle approval with the universal banking license to IDFC on July 23, 2015. IDFC Bank officially started their operations on October 1, 2015. The bank was formally inaugurated on October 19, 2015 at the hands of the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi in New Delhi. The parent company, IDFC Limited, demerged on October 1, 2015, transferring all assets and liabilities of its lending business to IDFC Bank post-demerger. The net worth of IDFC stands at 9,580 crore, and its portfolio of business include 53% stake in IDFC Bank. IDFC Bank is starting its journey with a balance sheet of 73,447 crore and a net worth of rupees 13,322 crores. The bank comprises three distinct businesses: commercial and wholesale bank, rural bank, and personal business bank. The bank's strategy and efforts to create a universal bank in 5 to 7 years with three businesses has been well established. IDFC Bank has been launched with 23 branches. Of this, 15 are rural branches in Hoshangabad, Khandwa, and Harda districts of Madhya Pradesh, the rest being spread across urban locations. The bank is investing in technology and re-engineering processes to ensure that customers' experience of the bank is truly delightful. The bank intends to be a different type of new age bank, one that is dedicated to outstanding customer service and simpler process. And this is only the beginning for this stalwart of an entity, which has proved its mettle during the journey of its parent entity IDFC. Similarly, BSE too has evolved over the years and have built a brand which has taken India to a global financial platform, an enviable place to be in. We do hope and are sure that with the advent of IDFC's new arm, IDFC Bank, who strive to make banking paperless and premises-less, they are edging forward to delivering banking anytime, anywhere, at scale by using technology to relentlessly drive efficiency and set new standards of customer experience and convenience. BSE welcomes IDFC Bank on its board, and I would like to extend my best wishes to Dr. Lal and his entire team for their unrelenting efforts in putting together this dream, the entire team who has strived very hard to bring it to this level. We wish all the success for all the future endeavors of IDFC Bank. Thank you very much for coming.
I would now request Mr. Anil Baijal, Non-Executive Chairman, IDFC Bank, to say a few words.
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the IDFC Bank and my own behalf, I take this opportunity to thank you all for joining us today on the listing of the bank at the Bombay Stock Exchange. At the outset, I would like to thank BSE for their enormous support in the run-up to the listing. It's a momentous day for all of us in the bank. As we all know, today's listing on the stock exchange would result in expansion of investor base, improved corporate governance, and increased transparency and accountability. And this, I trust, would make the bank socially and financially more responsible to the community. The bank is rolling out at a time when the country is witnessing a wave of change brought about by the government's Digital India initiative and new aspirations of the customers. The Digital India initiative is a catalyst to building a digital ecosystem for the financial services sector. Viewed against the backdrop of rapidly growing usage of smartphones and internet, technology adoption by people in semi-urban and rural areas, and success of the Prime Minister's Jan Dhan Yojana program, it is nothing short of a revolution. We start our journey in banking in these exciting times. There's a huge opportunity unfolding for the IDFC Bank. IDFC Bank's offering, simply put, is a convergence of technology, services, and simplicity to deliver a differentiated and a far superior banking solution to its customers. The new digital wave, triggered by the government's initiatives, coupled with the push into unbanked locations, will help the banking sector further the nation's agenda of financial inclusion. For customers in the cities who are familiar with and proficient in banking, the technology interface used by IDFC Bank will ensure smart, convenient, and quick delivery of services that will result in a customer experience beyond anything that has been witnessed so far. IDFC Bank will bring in a new way to bank, not only for individuals and corporates, but also for the excluded, yet highly promising segments, entrepreneurs, professionals, and small businesses. All this is being made possible with technology and a new service standards of a completely different level, driven by a highly skilled and energetic team at the IDFC Bank. I also take this opportunity to thank our valued shareholders, investors, and clients for standing by the IDFC through its evolution into the country's leading integrated infrastructure finance company. Let me assure you, IDFC Bank will continue to uphold the values of IDFC Limited, that of serving the nation. In a few minutes from now, the ringing of the bell will turn a new page of opportunity for all shareholders and investors of IDFC Bank. The best days lie ahead of us. In conclusion, I would like to give special thanks to my colleagues, on the board and in the management for seeing the IDFC group through this transition successfully. Thank you all and all the very best.
I would now request Dr. Rajiv Lal, Managing Director and CEO IDFC Bank, to address the gathering.
There are only a few minutes left till the moment of reckoning. So let me fill that gap. Friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and Ashish, and all staff at the BSc, thank you very much for this opportunity. This is really a very big milestone for IDFC that, as all of you will recall, started its journey 18 years ago in 1997. And it goes without saying that we wouldn't be here today had it not been for the good wishes and support of very many people along the way. But there's one person in particular that I would like to acknowledge today, and that is Mr. Deepak Parekh, who's sitting right here. Mr. Parekh was IDFC chairman since its very inception until 2012-13. And not only did he provide his guidance during these years, but he also did a lot of mentoring for many of us on the leadership team, and particularly myself. I remember very vividly the day he persuaded me to come back to India and to engage with IDFC. I didn't even know that he had already won the battle. I also remember very vividly the day in August in 2005 when I actually had the occasion to take IDFC Limited public, under the watchful gaze of Mr. Parekh, who actually helped me find my feet. A lot of time has passed since then, and here we are, almost exactly a decade later, marking the listing of IDFC Bank. Building an institution, particularly a banking institution, is indeed quite a challenge. And as I have remarked many a time to my colleagues, as well as to other stakeholders and investors, that this is a marathon. It is certainly not a sprint. In building out this bank, we will need to take measured steps at a measured pace over several years to get the job done. I think I have mentioned that it is a 6 to 7 year journey. 2 years to stabilize, another 3 years to expand, really develop the footprint, and then really we can unleash growth. So it is going to be a journey. And I think that the Prime Minister said it extremely well in his remarks at our official launch on October 19th, when he observed that IDFC has so far worked really more as an engineer, using, let's say, heavy earth-moving equipment to get its job done. But IDFC Bank, on the other hand, is going to be all about people, and it will require a very different kind of touch. That said, I'm extremely pleased with the team that we have put together, a team that has already been put to the test in delivering the on-time launch of banking operations on October 1, after 18 months of grueling non-stop work. That was the first significant milestone on this marathon journey. And today's listing is our second milestone. We do understand the challenge and opportunities that lie ahead of us, and we are ready for the hard work and constant application that will be required. With a very strong capital base of close to 13,500 crores, a state-of-the-art technology platform, and a solid pool of senior talent, I believe we are extremely well positioned to address the needs of a rapidly growing market that is hungry for change. We are determined, I repeat, determined, to set new standards of service, delivering banking anywhere, anytime, using technology at scale to drive the cost of our operations lower than what the industry has seen so far. You can all rest assured that the team at IDFC Bank will dedicate itself to serve all our stakeholders, our customers, all the way from rural India to corporate India, the communities in which we operate, and of course, our shareholders. On behalf of all my colleagues, not just at IDFC Bank, but also at IDFC, and I see many other friends here, Mr. Rai, Mr. Chari, Vikram, Mr. Khan, all the people who have been here till now at our side on this journey. Thank you again very much for your support. And Ashish, once again, from all of us, thank you for being such a gracious host today. And congratulations again for the 140th anniversary, which is imminent, for this great stock exchange.
Thank you, Dr. Lal. To commemorate this occasion, the Bombay Stock Exchange would now like to present IDFC Bank with a memento. Would request Mr. Baijal to receive this from Mr. Chauhan. IDFC Bank would like to thank the Bombay Stock Exchange for all their support with the presentation of a memento. Would request Mr. Chauhan to receive this from Dr. Lal. Thank you very much for joining us today. Our sincere gratitude to the Bombay Stock Exchange for all their support for this event and their partnership over the years. We will now proceed to the ringing of the bell. I would request Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, Mr. Anil Baijal, Dr. Rajiv Lal, and IDFC Limited's first chairman, Mr. Deepak Parekh, to please step forward on the stand. So from 10 onwards, let's all do this together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us today. With this, we come to the end of today's event. Please join us for refreshments, which are to your right-hand side. Thank you.